Hey y'all, what's poppin' pumpkins? And welcome back to my channel. Um, so it's been a long time since I've been on here, and I just want to say Happy New Year first of all, since I've been kind of MIA, and so New Year, same me. Hello. I'm trying. I'm trying to be authentic right now because well, there's no try. I am authentic, but some people feel like I'm not. So I'm trying to be a little more authentic. I don't know how that's possible. Um, so some stuff, update time, right? I've moved, hallelujah, to the heavens above, and God Almighty Himself. I've moved, hallelujah. It was a lot of collaboration with a lot of different people to get me to help me with this moving process. It was a lot of silent contributors, I must say. And what I mean by that is people that don't want me to talk about things that they've done. They just don't want to be known, and that's their business. But like, what I mean by that is like help with moving and help with you, like, actually lifting stuff and people, even money. Let's be clear, because I don't work. So I've had a lot of help in all areas, and I can't sit here and pretend like, oh, I did this all on my own, because that's just bullshit. So, yeah, and yes, my husband, because we're still married, is very much so still helping me a lot. Without his efforts, I would not have been able to do this. Does that mean anything for us on a personal tip? Not at the current moment. It's me and the kids, and that's just what it is. Like, it's just me and the kids. So, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not here to put anybody down or like be funny or like I'm not trying to be funny. But the truth of the matter is, it is just me and the kids, and for multiple reasons, and I'm just gonna leave it at that, because when you start talking about your personal business on the internet, people like to run with it and mix up things, and I really just don't have time for all that, So I'm gonna let you all speculate what you want to, because I put up here maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of what I want to, and then you guys just are gonna run with it anyway. So speculate, have fun speculating, or whatever you're into assuming. I have my hat on because I had to take the kids to the bus stop. My hair is a mess. What else is new? My glasses, I don't know how I feel about them. I wanted some more sturdier frames because I had the little thin metal ones, and I love those. I love my metal frames. But I also hate them with little kids because, I don't know, they just seem more susceptible to breaking if they fall. So I got these big things, which I don't know if they fit my face or not. They're really big. But yeah, it's something. It's something different. So what else? The kids are doing great, much better now. They're more happy to go to school, no issues there. The teachers are awesome. The school district is awesome. I am so internally grateful. Like the little Martian say off of Toy Story, we are eternally grateful. That's me. That's how I feel. For this opportunity to be where I'm at. I'm no longer in Norfolk. I am no longer in Norfolk. Hallelujah. I was never made for Norfolk. Let me tell you something. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, some people just have a certain thing in them, and there's other people who don't. I'm one of those people who don't. Like, I'm not about that life. I am so happy to not wake up, to not go to sleep to gunshots. I'm so happy to wake up to sunlight and beauty and just clean. There's no trash on the ground anywhere in my I'm looking out right now. There's no trash anywhere. It was so depressing to be in that situation, in that area, in that environment. It was trash everywhere outside. The people didn't care about their surroundings. Now, there are some beautiful places in Norfolk, but for the most part, it's pretty rundown. Let's just be clear. It's a pretty rundown because it's extremely old. There's a lot of history in Norfolk, so they don't like to change a lot there. But for the communities, it's just unfortunate, like how the people don't typically care about their own communities. Like we went out there a couple times and picked up trash and stuff, and it's just like they just don't care. It was so much trash on the ground outside that it would just blow into our yard. It was just disgusting. And then like the wild animals, they were never under control. It was like big possums always outside, like running the yard, so that nobody could go in the yard because you're not gonna want your kids to get bit, right? And then always glass bottles in the backyard because people just throw their beer bottles over the fence. And so as much as that period of my life has really impacted me and brought me back to understand real quick. I mean, I knew before I ever went back to Norfolk, because I lived there once before, but in a different area. But I knew once I had to go back to Norfolk that I couldn't be there. I couldn't be there long, and almost 3 years was too long of a time period for me. So and the attitudes, oh my gosh. So it's like dealing with the trash and the violence and all of that, and then to top it all off, the people were just rude majority of the time, or unprofessional. And the teachers, I saw there were some really good teachers. Now I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like shame everybody. The teachers were good. The administration, but I digress. So, you see me? I'm in my pajamas. You see that? So, okay. What else is going on? I'm on medication now, so if I seem 1 minute in a video like this, and then in the next video I'm like, making I'm on medicine. I'm just gonna be honest. I had to go and talk to somebody and get some help because I have been really going through a lot of personal stuff that I legally cannot talk about. And it has been tearing me up from the inside out. I've been in such a serious depression or depressive state for so long that I just knew that if I didn't get help, it was going to be catastrophic. So I'm on medication. I have insomnia and I have complex PTSD. So yeah, guys, stuff is real, and mental health is real, and it's not something to be ashamed of. I'm very open, so I'm not gonna hide. I'm extremely happy that I mustered up the courage to go. I am extremely happy about that. Not that I necessarily wanted to ever be on medication. I mean, I am also on health medication like blood pressure meds and diabetes medication. Not because I'm diabetic, but to prevent diabetes. I don't know how that... Like, I was like 1 point off from what they would consider being diabetic. So they're treating me as diabetic until I can get my levels stabilized. So I haven't been back in a while. I really don't feel the diabetic thing, but I definitely know that my blood pressure is high all the time. So, and to be quite honest, since the whole moving thing, I got approved from this place on my birthday, which is January 13th. Best birthday gift ever. Ever, especially being in the situation I was in. And the way that this house was like, the way I found this house was just amazing. Like, God is so good. I'm not even joking. Excuse me. I'd been applying secretly, nobody knew about, for a long time, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. Because a lot of places, if your debt to income ratio is 40% or more, then they automatically deny you. And mine was running right at 37%, so they want to see it under 36%. So it's like I was just I was just two over the limit. And with that being said, I digress. Been working on getting things cleared off my credit and just being much, much more responsible. And I've cut off a lot of people who weren't really good for me, who were toxic and who were not necessarily all of them were toxic, but there were some toxic people in my life. And then there were just some people who just pissed me off so bad because they just acted as though, I'm always going to be here, or I'm always going to be able to receive their emotional baggage, or I'm always going to be, I'm always going to be on their time type thing. And that just pissed me off because I was going out of my way to be a friend. And if nothing else, be a friend. And yeah. So I stopped twisting my neck for people, and as soon as I started cutting things out of my life that were toxic and not good and not going towards the ultimate goal of happiness or the pursuit of happiness, I started to actually pursue some happiness. And now that I've had a little bit, I'm not stopping. My next thing is I am going to schedule to go see a bariatric surgeon to see about getting the VSG surgery done to get the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. That's what the VSG is. That's when they cut out like 60% or 70% of your stomach and you're left with a little sleeve. So I've done a lot of research, and that's the route I'm probably gonna go. I really feel like if I had the time to dedicate to be in the gym 5 days a week, 30 minutes to an hour a day, if I could just dedicate that time, I wouldn't necessarily need the sleeve. Yes, I am extremely big. I'm like 333 pounds or something, 43 pounds. And so, for my frame, of course, I'm just very big, but I'm naturally big boned. My family on my dad's side, they're all this way, and so we tend to retain our fat. But it's not even about the fat anymore. It's just about being happy with who you are at the current moment, and then hoping to achieve a more healthier lifestyle. Getting the surgery is not a fix-all, so it's like I wanted to get my mental right first, because I felt like if I was messed up upstairs and downstairs, then my fallback would probably be to eat comfort foods, which is not going to be very helpful. I am So you guys can kind of see um what else was I gonna say? So anyway, yeah, the sleeve. Sorry, I'm gonna definitely be doing that. I may or may not do a house tour. I don't know. If you guys want to see that, let me know. It's nothing to it right now. It's just still moving in, kind of, sort of. And, yeah, super, super blessed and happy about that. So, with that being said, I don't really have any more things to update on. I don't think. Shout out to my son, Nazik. That's his name on YouTube. He is outstanding. He is outstanding. He is doing so well. He did middle school for the first half of the year, and he is currently now in high school. So my guy is like, he's brilliant. My son is brilliant. All my kids are smart. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being for real. Like, all of them are very gifted. Isaiah is a very gifted, creative, gifted, like, artsy, very, hands-on like that. Like, the boy can draw, guys. My son can draw. He is Picasso reincarnated. And just an all-around really sweet kid from the inside out, and so that's his thing. But Isaac is book smart. Isaac is book smart. Israel's book smart, like very into their studies. Isaac's into his studies because he doesn't have a choice. If he could choose, he probably would choose not to be book smart. Only because I push him, I push him now because he is so, oh, I'm not smart. You think I'm a genius. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I've seen your test scores, So, I digress. He doesn't want the fame. Like, he doesn't want to be recognized, is what it is. Like, he has a problem with that. So anytime I try to be like, oh my God, you can do this or you can do that, or this opportunity is open to you because of how smart you are, he's like, no. Are people going to be there? Oh, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm trying to get him to go into the NASA program, the training program for the youth and stuff like that. They do it every year. But he's like, no, I don't want to go. It's like a camp for the summer. And I don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, yeah, that's good old Isaac. I could not sleep last night, and I started watching this show called Monogamy on UMC. About to go finish doing that right now. So anyway, I'm going to reupholster my dining room table chairs. Oops, can you see? I have the fabric right there. Yeah. So that's my project, and then repaint it. So this material that's on the chair right there, I'm going to tear that off, clean the chairs, and then reapply the new fabric. And then I'm going to repaint, because you can see the paint's coming off right there. So I'm going to repaint the table black, give it a fresh coat of paint. And then, yeah. And then I also have a lot of home renovations to do. Like, the kitchen is outdated. Functional, but outdated. The ceilings need a fresh coat of paint. There's just little stuff like the cabinets. This house hasn't been updated since it's been bought. So cabinets need to be replaced. Some of the light fixtures need to be replaced. the dishwasher, the stove that needs to be replaced, and I need to get it pressure washed. The whole house pressure washed. So let me clear one more thing up. I did not purchase a home. However, my landlord is extremely flex when it comes to upgrades and stuff like that. So she said any upgrades done to the home, she'll approve. So, and then I also need to figure out what's up with the shower head because it's not shooting water out. So that probably is going to end up having to be replaced. So with that being said, there's a lot of like money and work to go into the home. But y'all, I don't get up every day and feel like I need to leave the house. Like, I love being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love being here. It's so, it smells clean air. The air smells clean, and I don't have a headache every day. I wake up and there's not fucking just all types of problems. Gosh. Anyway, let me there are things that make me want to cry. It's like I feel like I'm all cried out. So, but happy tears, you know. If I could cry right now, if I could, they would be happy tears. Because for the first time in several years, I'm able to rest peacefully. I'm able to feel good about what I'm doing. I really feel like even though the place that I'm in is pretty expensive, in my opinion, it's pretty expensive. Even with it being pretty expensive, some things money can't buy, like a piece. Like, this is a piece of security for me, for the kids. So, yeah. Jenny, unfortunately, couldn't go to school because they don't have pre-K in this school. So, she is home with me and Nia now. And then, which will mean that me and Nia get an extra year together instead of her going to pre-K next school year. No, in 2 school years. Wait. Yeah, because next school year she'll be 2. The following school year she'll be 3. So she can't go to school for another 3 years. Am I right? Yep. Because this year she'll be 2. So 3 years from now she'll be 5, which is when she'll be eligible for kindergarten. And then Jenny will go to school in September. So I still have 3 years of figuring this shit out. I don't plan on moving anytime soon. Like, I'm really content. Like, I probably would stay here as long as I possibly can. And that's just being honest, because I'm content. The space is nice, and in another 3 years, my oldest 2 will be graduating high school. Crazy. My 2 oldest will be graduating high school, and then my youngest son will be going to high school, and then the Neo be going to kindergarten. And 3 years from now, Jenny will be 7, so she'll be in. Is she 7? She'll be 8, so she'll be in 2nd grade. And then Izzy and Josiah will be in 5th grade. So I'll have all the kids in elementary school, and then 1 in high school, and then the other 2 will be graduated. And I will be able to go back to work full time and get my career popping. I'm super excited about that. So I'm enjoying and soaking up this time now because I won't once all the kids are in school. That's it for me. For those who don't know, on my channel, I got a tubal ligation done right after my seventh child, which is Nia, was born, my daughter. So there's no more babies coming at any point. And for that, I'm grateful because it gives me something to look forward to, you know? It really does. So, um, okay. I'm so sorry, guys. All this yawning and stuff. Like, oh, I had a rough night. My insomnia was really bad. I couldn't go to sleep. And so now I'm up. I'm going to start cleaning the floors probably in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to watch this show, Monogamy, real quick. Girl, get you UMC, okay? And watch Monogamy. No plug. Because I'm not getting sponsored. But this show is the shits. Alright. Shout out to everybody who's doing their damn thing on YouTube. All the mommies. Yo, I'm a silent watcher. Sometimes I'm not silent. Sometimes I'm donating. Sometimes I'm donating to the coins when I can. Because I know whenever I can give back and however I can give back, I try to. Because, man, I've been going through, and then I tend to try and give back when I really don't have it to give, which is so funny because I really be giving my little last coins, like sometimes, you know, but nobody be knowing my business, so I secretly give and just be moving on. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing when you're able to give your last without worry, because I know God got me, man. I'm telling you, God has my back. And even when I was in that dark place, even when I was in Norfolk, even when I was going through everything I was going through, sometimes I felt like, dang, what did I do to deserve this? But then there were other times, a lot of times, I was reminded that, you know, God got me. At some point, this is not going to be my forever. And I just kept holding on to that truth. This is not forever. This is only temporary, you know? So, yeah, my what I want to say to the moms is the crap that you go through, the drama, it's not permanent. It's temporary. So don't let it define you. Don't get so wrapped up in the drama that you forget to, you know, smell the roses and take a whiff, you know, at your surroundings, because before you know it, your time on YouTube will be up. People won't be like really tuning in as much as they used to. No offense, but everything has its time. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if you're popping, you're popping, and I'm so happy. I'm supportive of all that. But you know, stay humble and stay true to the game, and you know, just don't let bad influences or negative energy spoil your time, because this is your time. Shout out to Chrissy, Strong Mommy Chrissy. That's my chica. Shout out to Olivia from the Webs. Shout out to my Jazzy Life. Shout out to who else do I watch? Shout out to The Life of Kiara, I think is what it is. I've been watching her since way back when they were in Alaska. Actually, a little before they went to Alaska. I still watch her and her husband, both of them, you know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Their whole story is so sad and so relatable for me, because I'm married, and you know, marriages are sometimes crazy. So anyway, who else? Who else do I watch? Cullen and Katie. I watch a lot of people. But shout out to the moms and just all the parents who are out here doing the damn thing and hustling. Shout out to y'all. Shout outs to all the silent contributors, to all of the moms. There's a lot of silent contributors who probably are not being spoken about, but who are helping the moms and their kids on the back end. And without those contributions, like these kids would not have, So I feel like your YouTube subscribers are kind of silent contributors to a certain extent because they not all of them may comment all the time. So, but them clicking likes on your channel, click a like, and subscribing and commenting. Those are all contributions to the game. So, yeah, guys. That's my piece. All right, I'm babbling now. Now I gotta go. So I love y'all to life, and I will see you on the next video. I don't know when that's gonna be, but I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.